accessories. But if you don't have an ID, can you put it on? No. And so I don't think that they even have them all handed out or nothing yet. But you can't sit in my room with a hoodie on. You can't sit in my room with a t-shirt on. You already knew that about the dress code, so you need to fix that stuff, okay? All right, fix that while Ms. Williams is doing the attendance. Just remember that I can see everybody from here. I can see your laps. I can see everything. So if you have your phone in your lap, that is not okay. Put it away. All right, please, Ms. Williams.
Yep, it is.
Now, there are some of you who may have gone home and actually did what I asked you to do with the last page of the syllabus, having it signed or what have you by a guardian. So if you have that, please take it out. And if you have it on the very last line, please put the date August the 30th, 2019 there, because that's the day that it needs to be turned in to me by. Yes, sir. Yes, definitely. And I only need the last page of that syllabus. I don't need your whole syllabus. You need your own syllabus, okay? Articles were just passed out to your table group. You don't need those for anything right now, and we may not even get to them, but just in case, we want to make sure that they're already out. Okay? Can you put that milk away, please? Water only. Thanks. So look at the top. You see the top line, the top left corner, where it says name on the front page? Well, this is how you'll set up papers or documents that you turn in to the class. Okay? So whether it's typed or written, you'll put your name, the date, the class. I just put English class, period, whatever, because then that fits for every classroom, every class period, okay? So this is American Lit, period 2. And then I'm Mrs. Rembert. So this is our vision board project. The first thing on our list of what we'll do today was the entrance ticket video. Now normally, when you do an entrance ticket, I would need you to actually write your answer down, or I need to hear from you, and that's how you'll get credit for it. Today, that's not happening, and tomorrow and the rest of this week, that's not happening. I just need to hear from you, okay, like if I call or you raise your hand, but no one will be like dot points for entrance tickets this week, okay? So don't think that that's gonna happen, because it won't. So the next thing we want to do, we want to make sure that we are able to define what a vision board is. And I think we actually know what it is. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but today is when I want to make sure that you know. And so we're going to look at the definition of vision board here on the sheet here in just a second. And then while doing so, we'll present the assignment that you'll have, okay? All right, so I'm going to call on people to read, because I need you to be with me. I need you to interact in class with me, okay? So I'm going to start out, and actually, you can call on people to read if you want to, if no one actually speaks out, okay? So you need to be ready. A vision board is a visual of the things that you want to have, things that you want to or be or do in life, okay? It consists of a bulletin board that items can be added or removed from, with cutout pictures, drawings, and or writing on it of the things that you want in your life or things that you want to become. Who knew that already? Okay, so almost everybody knew that. Great. Creating a vision board is a fun and creative way for you to become clear on your dreams and desires and transform them into reality. We become what we think about, and our lives are created from our thoughts. Unfortunately, we spend much of our lives thinking about what we don't want, and often that is what we draw into our lives. One of the most powerful aspects of a vision board is that you create a visual representation of your dreams and desires, helping you to put your attention on what you want to bring into life, to your life. it is scientifically proven, if you look at that link there, that seeing your goals and dreams daily will help drive you to achieve them. Okay, so we got some links there. And actually those links, guys, are the articles that you have in front of you on the desk, all but one. The third one is not there. So, first of all, what does a vision board do? These are the things that a vision board does. Who's going to read for me? Please raise your hand. Okay, start us out. Read just number one.
Vision board helps us become very clear about what we want.
Okay, so you're very clear about what you want. Please read number two.
Vision board makes your goals visible and keeps them in front of your eyes.
Thank you very much. So it's right there in front of you every day. How many people know it's really important that when you see something over and over, that it becomes part of who you are and what you strive to do or become? And that can be anything positive or negative. Have you heard that before? Anybody believe that? Yeah. Because if I see something negative all the time, even if I don't want to do it, I'm going to be thinking about it because it's in my eye gate. It's what's called an eye gate. It's always there, and so I always see it, so I'm thinking about it. But if you have something positive there, it's always there. You're going to be always thinking about it. And so it's really important to have a vision board. Okay? Number three, will you please read number three?
A vision board reminds you of what you want.
Thank you very much. So whatever you want in life. Somebody, who was that? I think one kid yesterday said he wants a Tesla car. Okay, so you see that. Guess what? You're going to be thinking about it all the time. All the time, all the time. And so in order to get a Tesla, I'm not going to steal the Tesla because if I'm going to get caught, I won't be able to have it for very long and I'll get in trouble. But if I make enough money to get a Tesla and be comfortable, I need to know how much this Tesla costs. I need to be able to know how much my job should be able to pay me in order to be comfortable to pay for this Tesla. So those things are right there. As I call on you to read, say your name and then read the next one, okay? All right, so I'm going to copy.
A vision board.
What is your name, please?
Alex.
Alex, thank you.
It allows you to choose your goals.
Thank you very much. Number 5, say your name, please, and read it.
A vision
Yes.
board reminds you of what you are working for.
Thank you very much. So what you're working for. If I see in front of me every day my dream dress, because then that's something that, is more doable, because I ain't trying to buy no car right now. A dream dress, then guess what? I can see that and I can think about it all the time and just know I can picture myself in that dress. I can think about what the moment is going to be like when I'm walking down the sidewalk or whatever into this party that I'm going to with this dress on. It becomes so much more meaningful if I can see it, right? Okay, great. Please read the next one. Xavier, would you?
My name is Xavier.
Thank you.
A vision board keeps you in a positive mood as you put your attention on it. You will feel yourself receiving what you desire.
Good. Anybody in here ever want to go to another country? Raise your hand if you ever thought about, yeah, one day I want to go to another country. I don't just want to see the U.S. Okay? Great. Now, that's almost everybody. You said what now?
I've already done it.
You've done it? Where did you go?
I went to the Bahamas, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Canada.
Okay, so you've been out of the country a few places, which is awesome. And so if I've never been to any of those places, but I have a picture of Jamaica and I see the beach, or where'd you say, Canada? And I like fishing, right? Say, I see people in somewhere fishing in Canada, or I see the mountains in another country. Oh, that makes me want to, it makes me more positive. And I'm thinking about, ooh, I just can't wait to be there. So it's a great feeling, right? And number 7, please, if you would read that one, sir. Carter, and read, thank you.
A vision board allows you to create a purpose in life.
Great. So sometimes, have you ever met somebody who just didn't feel like life was even worth living? Like, may have felt like life has let them down. Life has let them down, and they really don't want to be here anymore. They don't see a reason why they should try hard in life. It's just like they're just going through the motions day to day. Anybody met somebody like that or seen somebody like that? Yeah, lots of hands are up. And you know what? That is sad because it's a reality, right? But if you have a vision board, you have something in front of you that gives you your dreams and goals for whatever you want to do in your life, then that makes life seem a little bit more meaningful, right? Okay, so we want to make sure that we have a vision board, and that's what we're going to do. So these are our instructions. First of all, you're going to create a list of images you would like to include on your vision board. Think about emotions. So what do you want to feel? Think about relationships. What do you want to have close? Who do you want to have close relationship with? Education. What education do you see yourself pursuing? Some people may say, once I'm done with high school, I'm done. And you know what? That is fine. If you're okay working a job that doesn't require education so much, but it could be on-the-job training, and you could make way more than someone who has a formal education, right? My husband, he didn't go to college. Very smart. He didn't go to college after he graduated from high school. But guess what? He makes 3 times the amount that I make. 3 times. Actually wants me to not work anymore. I'm not doing that. But yeah. So it all depends. What would you like to do? It's really important for you to try to figure it out. Okay? No more formal education after high school. Great basketball star. Had scholarships to play basketball in colleges in Wisconsin. Now, didn't go to college at all. Decided, you know what? I want to do more than that. I'm ready to make money now. So he did. He did. And now he brings home, like I said, 3 times the amount I do. 3 times. So, okay, the next page. Another thing you want to look at, the required skills. And that's actually what I just talked about, right? So, what skills would you what skills would you need to do your work? So what hobbies? Location, where do you see yourself living? Some people, do you know I have a girlfriend who had never left the state of Iowa when she was 40 years old? 40 years old, had never left the state of Iowa. Do you see yourself being that person? Please don't let that be you. Please don't. Iowa is great. It's great. I moved here when I was 12 years old, but don't let that be you. Okay? So, recreational activities. What would you like to do in your spare time? What holidays? Where would you like to travel? Sometimes you may say, and you know what, when my children, I have 3 adult children, 25, 23, 22. So when I talked to them when they were younger, like your age and a little younger, I was like, look, I want you to be able to do it, go wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go, and whenever you want to do it. I want you to be able to say, Mom, I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to France and have lunch. And I don't want that to sound crazy. And I'll bring you back. Call in to work the next day because we're going to be back a little late. Okay? So I want you to think about, where do you want to see yourself traveling for the holidays? Lifestyle. How much money would you like to have? Okay? If you're okay making minimum wage, you should not be. I'm not going to say that's okay because I expect great things from people. Okay? You should not be okay with minimum wage. You cannot make a living. You can't be able to survive off of minimum wage. Okay? Lifestyle. So the second thing, can I have somebody read number 2 for me, please? Please do, sir. Yes. Say your name first.
Select the minimum 15 images that best illustrate your goals.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. How many images do you need? All right, if I had a marker, if I was a student in here, or a pencil, I would probably like highlight stuff or mark up stuff so I'll know it. I won't have to read this whole thing again. Like, oh, we went through it, but I don't know what she said. Okay, first of all, you want to make sure that number 1, it says you need to create a list of images, okay, for your vision board. So I'll do that, number 1. I would highlight that. The next thing, number 2 says I need 15 images. So I'm going to mark that part, 15 images. So number 3. What does it say, please? Will you please read number 3 for me? Yes, thank you. Please say your name first. Brandon, got it.
Print, draw, or find something to represent your goal and dreams to attach to your goal.
Great. Continue from there for him, please.
Alright, you must have at least one picture, one photo, one phone.
Okay, so are those the requirements, guys? I would highlight or mark that. Okay, so you need to have at least one picture, one goal, one quote, and one symbol to represent your goals and dreams. Everything else on the board doesn't even matter. It's up to you what you put on your board. But those are the required things. Okay? All right. Number 4, please read that one for me, son. Name? Dylan. Okay, so you won't just have your poster board like this, no bigger than this. You won't just have your poster board and just have stuff just wherever all over the page. It needs to mean something to you. So it could be like a timeline, like I want to be able to do college first, then I want to be able to travel a little bit, then I want to be able to get a job at a law firm, then I want to be able to own my own law firm, then I want to retire in the Cayman Islands, then I want to have a whatever, just whatever. Okay, so those are examples. You don't want to do none of that stuff. Hey, more power to you. I just made that up. Okay, so make sure it means something, however you arrange it on your board. Number 5, please read the first sentence only. Say your name out loud. Isaac. Thank you. 5, first sentence.
Make sure your board is creative and everything included helps put your goals and dreams into perspective. You must be prepared to share your images, why you included them, and what dreams and goals they represent and why.
When I say share them, guys, that doesn't mean you're going to be up in front of the class saying, this is mine, and I did this and this. No, it means like at your table group, okay? Or possibly just to one of us, okay? So that's what I mean. Would you finish that with the next sentence? Say your name out loud.
Which one?
Number 5, the second sentence.
Oh, okay. My name is Crystal.
Crystal, thank you.
You must be prepared to share your images, why you included them, and what dream goals they represent and why.
Did you say that already? Oh, sorry. All right, I'll read number 6. Make sure your vision board is set up in a way that you can add, change, or remove images as your dreams and goals and aspirations change. The reason why I want you to do that, guys, Adriana, is because you know how sometimes you might decide you want to be a nurse at first, right? But then later on in life, you might decide, I want to be a doctor. So then you can change things on your board, okay? So you want it to be a live board. The goal is to hang your vision board up when you are done this project, and continue using it to help you visualize and achieve your goals. Suggested options for a vision board. Okay, so you can have a peg board or a magnetic board. Be careful, they may fall off carrying the project to and from school. You can use a ribbon board. You can check out ideas online through Google or Pinterest. I don't care, whatever you want to do. As a last resort, a poster board will work. Did I say first resort? Last resort. Please highlight or underline that so I know that you know I said that. So when you come and you have this great poster board and you don't get the grade you think you should get, you'll remember I said last resort. Okay? Be careful choosing the method you will attach to your items. That way you can add and remove them without ruining the board. Number 7 says check the rubric to make sure you included everything to be prepared to share. It's really important that whatever we do, we always have a rubric. So you know where the A is. It's like, okay, this is A stuff, so I ain't even trying to look at the B, C, D, F stuff. So turn the page over to the rubric. The number 4s are your A. Okay? A, B, C, D, and F. Okay? You can look at those. It's all the stuff that we already said. I won't go over that with you. Instead, what I'll do is give you a minute right now to finish looking at that, another minute to 2 minutes, and then we'll move on to looking at what's on your desk as far as the vision boards are concerned. All right, so I think everybody probably had a chance to look at their papers for the rubric. Now, the pegboard. Does anybody know what a pegboard is? Nope, don't know what a pegboard is. Okay, you see this? What's this? Yeah, it's what all that y'all said. Call it what you want to. But you would like stick things onto like a thicker piece. Oh, I got some up here. You might get. I was looking for it. So excuse me. Yeah, I'm not tall enough to get that. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, so that would be like using something of this sort, ladies and gentlemen, and you would put the pegs or the tacks on it. You see how this is like 59 cents at the dollar store, and so you would just like put your stuff on there like that, okay? And so that way it's able to be moved. You can change things around, or however you want to do it. So this would be like that pegboard, okay? Who else has a question about one of the other items that you don't know what it is? Anybody else got a question about that? What was that list? It said pegboard and some other stuff. Huh? Ribbon board. Anybody know what a ribbon board is? Okay, so it's really important that y'all know what the stuff is so you know what to do, right? I don't know what a ribbon board is. I ain't one of those people that act like I know what everything is. So I'm gonna say it's this. Do you know what a ribbon board is?
I think it's talking about those ones that you can kind of, they're sold around the dorm section a lot.
Okay.
It's like a board like that, but it's
Okay.
got like a fabric around it.
Yes, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
and then you have like ribbons that sort of separate it into sections. You can clip things under the ribbons and onto the ribbons.
You know what she's saying, guys? So you would like have, say like you have pieces of cloth that you've cut out. Like I have that over there, purple. What is that? What do you think that whole section represents over there?
Purple.
You and I, thank you. And so you would have like pieces of cloth that represent certain things on there, and then the ribbon would give you like a marker, so to speak, to certain things on there. You may or may not decide to do that. What is the last? There was another one besides the poster. Magnet. Y'all know what that is, right? Okay. So you would use a magnet strip, one side and the other side to make it stick to whatever type of magnetic material that you use. Okay. So those are the options. I like that first one, but I don't care which one you do. So they are not in order of A, B, C, D, F. Okay. A poster board would not get you an A though. Yeah. So you can use it, but the problem with it, you mean that's what you want to know, like what's the problem with it? The problem is just like what we read. Anybody remember what it said in the reading? The problem with the poster board? You want to be careful not to what? Not to make mistakes, because you can't fix it if you have a poster board. For example, say I write travel up here, but then, you know, say I write the word travel and I got my stuff up here, but then I get ready to put my other things on there and like, dang, I should have put travel down here. So now you got a mess on your board. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Because if you have like poke things, or like these are pins or something, you can just move it. You see what I mean? So it just has to be. You definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely, anything that you can't like mess up and without trying to start over again. That's what I was trying to
Yes,
point out.
one of the requirements, if you say you can add or change, so which you can't do on that.
Right, so you can't add and change stuff if you know, have it on a poster board. Okay, so now, here is how you create a vision board. So I actually am not going to read this to you. What you're gonna do is at your table group, somebody is going to read the one article and somebody else is going to read the other article, and then you're going to talk about it. So we're going to take about 4 or 5 minutes and have you, actually that's what we'll do. At the table groups, you're going to read it to your group. So read aloud to your group parts that you think stand out, so they'll know what's what on the vision board. The same person cannot read both articles to the group, okay? All right, go ahead and right now I need you to make a decision of who's going to read the first article. We're going to start with how to create a vision board, to simplify one at the top. who's reading that one. Take about 5 seconds, make a decision. We're gonna find out who you chose. Go ahead, do that.
2 out of 3.
Okay, so 5 seconds have passed, so who's gonna read at your table? You're gonna read that one, the one that says simplify. Who's at this table? Okay, 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 who's at this table? Simplify one. Okay, you. All right, so we have our readers. 5 minutes, read to your table groups, go. And y'all need to all right, so we're gonna wrap that up, and we're gonna call that done. Guys, you know what activity you just took part in? Okay, you just summarized, and you categorized. You summarized what the articles said. You did that in less than 5 minutes for both articles. Great job. You should be proud. I am. Now, yeah, pat yourself on the back. So, can we define what a vision board is? Somebody tell me what a vision board is. This is review. Yes. Say your name again. Amarius.
A vision board is where you put your goals, aspirations, and you basically clarify it and make it presentable for you to have around you every day.
Great, and be able to use it. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So can we define vision board now? Good. How many images do you need? 15, right. What is one thing that would make your presentation desirable? One thing that you read about to your group. You want to make sure what? Carter?
Quote.
You need a quote. What else? You need pictures of some sort. I heard some talking. What else? Okay. Yeah, he says some image that you can see in yourself in, basically, right? Perfect. What is the last thing you need to be able to do for this project? Yep, you need to be able to explain what is all this stuff on my board and why is it important, okay? So I think that all of you in here are able to do this now. You can do this. So tomorrow is Thursday. Where are we going to meet? We're going to meet in the library, then we're coming down. You will see the stuff laid out here, and you will get to work. You'll start going through the magazines, finding what you need. If you have pictures at home that you know you want to bring, or pieces of cloth, or whatever the case might be, you're going to bring that stuff with you. Remember that if you're going to write something, you don't want to write it directly on your board. You want to maybe write it on some fancy paper and then cut it out and put it on your board, because you got to be able to move it in case it changes, right? And if you want to go and get your board and bring it tomorrow, you can, but you need to make sure you have your board by Friday, okay? Now, if you're somebody who says, you know what, I know I'm not gonna be able to go to the store, Ms. Williams, could you please get it for me? I will, I'll get it for you, but you would need to purchase it. I'm not gonna buy it. So I think it's like, what, 50 cents or 59 cents or something like that at the store. So if you wanna give me that when I get it for you, then I definitely will do that. I just need to know that's you. You want me to do it, okay? So let's wrap it up. Go ahead and put your project assignments away, and then you can just let me know if that's you want me to pick it up for you, okay?